Okay, so that actually separated very easily once I'd realised that I'd left this screw in here. So once I'd taken that out, separated very easily, and we've now got our two crankcase halves. So you can see it's nastiness in there. It's been sat in some water or something like that. Cranks all dirty and nasty, so we're going to take that out. We're going to take the gearbox out. So the gearbox, I believe, looking at this, is literally going to be a case of removal of that pin there, and then the selector forks, which are these bits. I thought we're gonna move out the way, but they haven't done. So this gearbox works differently, because what happens is as you try to select a gear, it pushes the plate backwards and forwards, and it's that moves the selector forks in and out of position. So yeah, right, I'm going to have a quick look at that, work out how to get that out. I thought it was going to be a case of literally pulling that pin out, and then the selector forks would fall into the middle, I thought, but no, that's not the case. So I'll work this out, and then I will come back to you. Okay, so what it actually looks like is, it looks like I'm going to have to take the gearbox apart on the shaft to remove the shifter forks, selector forks, and then once the selector forks are out, I can put the gears back on and then pull the two transmission parts out together. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see how that goes. There we go, that's the gearbox removed. Not quite as simple as I was hoping for, not quite as nice as some of the more modern bikes take apart, but it is out. So now we're going to take the crank out of the case, and then we're going to have a look at the bearings that we're going to need to replace. Remove some of them, and everything like that. I think all of this selector piece can all stay as it is in place. Seems to be all fine. When we put the thing back together, we'll be checking the gearbox as we build it anyway. So anyway, let's try and get this crank out. There we go, that's that out. So there we have two completely separated crank halves. We've got the transmission out, we've got the crank out. Everything can now be, I can get all the bearings out, we can clean these cases up, we can clean the crank up, we can measure it all, we can cut it in half. I'm probably going to wait until I've got the new con rod before cutting that in half, and then we can start our rebuild process. So we're looking good. We're looking good. There we go. There's the engine all in bits. So I've just measured up all the bearings. I'd already ordered the crank bearings from Wolfsport, Bill Brown. So I've just measured up the other bearings that I need, and I've just ordered them. So hopefully they should be here Thursday. I've just had a good phone call from the guy who was reboring the cylinder. The cylinder's ready. I wasn't expecting that for a few days. So once I've got this all cleaned up and all the bearings here and this, that and the other, I can crack on and rebuild this. So I'm just going to order I thought I'd got a full gasket set. I haven't. I've got the crankcase gasket and the timing cover gasket. So I'm going to order a fresh gasket set for it, and I'm going to order the rims as well. So I'll get them ordered now, and then hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. And then as soon as all the bits turn up, I can get the engine built. And then I'm just waiting for the powder coating then. And obviously, probably tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll get the forks taken apart, and I'll get the fork legs sent off to get re-chromed. And then that's another job. And then when all the bits turn up, I can get the engine rebuilt. When the frame turns up, the powder coating and that is done, I can get all that rebuilt, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks the bike will be finished and ready to go. And then I just need to decide whether I'm going to keep it or sell it. I'm just not sure yet. We'll have to see. Yeah. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.